My makeup history isn't really long. I'm going back to Austria in July. There's a chance that my flights could be cancelled. China is for me something like an exposure therapy. Yeah, sometimes I just feel like a failure, to be honest. Hello, today I'm doing a get ready with me. So grab yourself a drink, or if you're also getting ready, perfect, then we could get ready together. Enjoy! So I already applied a toner, sunscreen and this Chinese primer. I got it as a gift, so I'm just using it because I don't have something else. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to apply is a foundation from Dior. My makeup history isn't really long, to be honest. At 13, 14 I started to apply some concealer and eyebrow pencil to just cover up some regions or my dark circles. But that really was it, because I didn't want to get up earlier than I have to, and yeah, it wasn't really important for me back then. And then I just began to watch a lot of tutorials. I really liked makeup tutorials, and then I just tried to do some eyeshadow in the middle of the night when everybody was sleeping, but I never really wore it out. Yeah, now I'm 24 and for some time it's really interesting to do makeup because I want to, I don't know how to say it, I want to evaluate my looks. So I'm just trying some tutorials or also going out with makeup. Yeah, and it's really enjoyable. Yeah, I also didn't do really much for my makeup. I just applied for some years a little bit of blush, concealer, but I didn't really want to do foundation because it was a little bit too heavy for me. Now I found a foundation which doesn't have full coverage but also gives you a certain glow. Yeah, and I really like it. If you have any tips for me how to do a makeup or what I should try, then you can gladly comment it. I would be really happy to get some tips. Okay, so after blending my foundation, So after blending in my foundation, I'm going to use a blush from Catrice. It looks really used. And I also saw a tip that you have to apply it on your hand and work it into your brush to get a better result. I tried that. It was really a game changer because my blush looks so much better now. Yeah, and I don't know if you know, guys, but I'm going back to Austria in July. On the one side, I'm really excited to go back to see my friends, my family. But also I'm a little bit scared about my flights because, yeah, what's going on in the world right now, there's a chance that my flights could be cancelled. It isn't a small amount to pay for plane tickets back to Austria, so I hope my flights aren't getting cancelled because I need to do some bureaucratic stuff. Really excited and a little bit nervous because I haven't been to Austria in a year. Soon it's a year. Today is the 21st of April and we moved on the 27th of April 2025. What I'm really excited about is going to some bookstores and looking for some books because I haven't done that in a long time. I don't know, in Shenzhen there aren't really bookstores with English books. I looked in 2 or 3 already, but they only have Chinese books. And I know a bookstore in Hong Kong that has English books, but yeah, I don't want to go to Hong Kong to just look into a bookstore. So yeah, I'm really happy to go to my bookstores I always went and maybe also buy some books, but I have to be careful because I only can transport 23 kilograms of luggage, so yeah, and I also have to get some other stuff with me. Okay, I don't know if you can see that because of the lighting. I'm also applying it on my eyelids because I like a pink touch on my eyelids and on my nose and on my chin a little bit because I think it looks cuter. Now apply some concealer. I'm going to use the concealer from Maybelline, and then you just apply some here and here, also on your nose. And just blend it in. And on my forehead. I'm also applying some concealer just to highlight some of the regions. And now I'm going in with a beauty blender. What I'm also really excited about is going for a walk in nature because my parents live in the suburbs of Salzburg city and you have nature in front of your door, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. China is for me something like an exposure therapy. So here, because I'm a foreigner and I look different, people look at me. And in Austria, I think I'm going back more confident and also going to go on some dates with myself, like for example going to a coffee alone, or like I mentioned, to a bookstore, or going for a walk, because now I'm finally going to blend in again. And yeah, I haven't done that before, but I haven't been to a cafe alone, or for example ate by myself in a restaurant, so I'm really excited to try that out. I think I won't be any nervous now, because like I said, exposure therapy, a lot of exposure therapy. And now I'm going to use a setting spray. And then I'm going in with my beauty blender again and blend it with the setting spray and my makeup. Now I'm going in with my powder blush from Sephora and also apply it on. Well, that was a little bit too much, I think. I don't know if you can see that. I applied too much. No. I don't know if it looks too much or if it's okay or if it looks weird. I don't know, I think it looks good. I don't know if you can see that. I think it's hard to see because of the lighting. Trust me, I applied a bit too much. Something on your eyelids. I think it looks cute. So now I'm doing my brows. I usually don't do really much because they are thick, but they have some holes, so I'm just filling the holes. I also recently realized how old I am getting. I am already 24, and I mean, for some people it's not really old, but I don't know, the year 24 does something to me. I also was talking to a friend recently about some thoughts I had, because I'm going back to Austria, that in 1 year I didn't really achieve something or things I hoped I would. Yeah, sometimes I just feel like a failure, to be honest. It feels like I didn't achieve anything, but when I look at it, I achieved so much, because as a person I really grew throughout the year. But I mean, something like, for example, learning Chinese. I mean, my Chinese is better than at the beginning of the year, but I wished I would have learned more or achieved more. I understand people better, but yesterday or the day before yesterday I was learning Chinese and I tried to translate German sentences to Chinese sentences without looking at the Chinese sentences, and I failed really badly because I haven't done this exercise a lot in the past year, and yesterday I thought I should do it because I felt like I'm not going any further with my learning. So I tried it, and I tried it with 20 sentences, and every sentence I failed, and I felt really bad afterwards. But yeah, it's a process, and that also got me thinking about that I didn't achieve much this year. It's really not true that I didn't achieve anything. And also, while talking to my friend, it really felt like a stone was lifting from my heart or my shoulders, because I wasn't alone in thinking the stuff of not achieving something or being frustrated or yeah, something like that. It's really nice to exchange once in a while thoughts with a friend, because it makes you feel better. You feel like you are not alone with it. Oh, I forgot to apply powder. I also have a too small, what is it called? A too small sponge for applying a powder, but we have to work with what we've got. I think it looks cute, even though I applied too much blush. I recently got a lipstick because I did have a lipstick, and I also got a blue eyeshadow. I saw some girls who used the blue eyeshadow and it looked so, how can I call that? They looked so angelic? Angel? Something with an angel. This eyeshadow. Today I'm not going to use a eyeliner because it would be a little bit too hard. I'm not really a eyeliner pro yet, but I thought about applying the blue eyeshadow because I think it look really cute with pink. Can you see that? Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that, but it looks really cute, I think. Okay, and now I'm also applying some mascara from Rituals. I don't know if I like mascara in general. I recently read that there are translucent mascaras, but I'm not sure. And I maybe want to buy some because I think mascara looks a little bit too heavy for my eyes. Yeah, I don't know if you have any good mascara that isn't that heavy, please let me know. And also some people say you shouldn't use black mascara. You should use brown mascara because it's way softer than black, but I tried it once and I didn't like it. And I feel like sometimes there are too much clumps in my eyelashes. I think it is too heavy. Maybe, maybe not. Now I'm going to use a highlighter from Urban Decay and apply it here on my cheeks and also some on my nose and on my lip and on the eyebrows. So now I'm going to use a lipstick from Perfect Diary I got recently. That is what it looks like. And now I'm going to top it up with a lip gloss from Rituals. I think it makes everything better and a lot cuter. Yes, this is the finished makeup look. I really like it. It's not too heavy, but also gives you a glow and you also look put together. Then I'm also going to use setting spray again. Okay, so now I'm ready for the day. I hope you enjoyed this. Get ready with me and hope you have a great day.